Alright, hey guys, it's Lee. It's January 2nd of 2011, and today I am 4 weeks post-op, and I just wanted to do a quick update um, as to how my chest is doing. I think it looks okay overall. I'm sort of concerned about getting concerned actually a little bit about the scar line because I'll just show you, it's easy. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, overall, I think my chest looks pretty good. What I'm getting kind of concerned about is how it's like puckering a little bit right in here. And I was told that just massaging it and over time, this will go down, but and because there's still sutures in there, and really, 4 weeks, you can't really tell a lot of 4 weeks, I'm looking forward to getting back in the gym. I have a lot of work to do, I guess, in short, to build this up so it doesn't look quite as I guess flabby as it is right now. That's that one spot right there. That's that one spot that I was saying was pinching and hurting, and that was like where they really deeply had to suture and had to tack it down and everything. But overall, other than those couple spots, I mean, I'm pretty pleased with it. I think it looks pretty good. Like I said, I just really can't wait to get back in the gym. Because I think a lot of the problems that I'm seeing are more just the swelling is finally going down, and I didn't exactly have like large breasticles when I started this. Well, I don't think I had large breasticles. But the problem was that I had a son, and of course, they're gonna swell when you're pregnant. They're gonna swell, and then they're gonna deflate, and you're gonna end up with stretch marks and everything. And that's a lot of I think what I'm seeing. I have some sensation, like I can feel pressure, but along the scar lines I really can't feel anything. The nipples I can't feel anything. Although what's really weird is that I'm having because right now it's so cold. I mean, even in Texas it's pretty cold. But what I'm having is like I'm feeling like all the skin around them like contract and get really tight. As a reaction to the cold. And then what I think should be happening is my nipples should be getting hard, but they're not. It's just like the skin around it is tightening, so I'm thinking they're getting hard also. It's really weird. It's like having to relearn your body and relearn your body's reactions to things. I was to a point where I could tell what was going on with my body. Even with the testosterone, I could kind of differentiate, okay, this is what the T is doing, and this is what my body normally does, and I could kind of reason my way through to see if there was really something wrong. Because I'm very sensitive to that. I'm very sensitive to pharmaceuticals, not drugs, but pharmaceuticals. And, I can normally tell if something's affecting me, how it's affecting me, if it's something good for me or something bad for me. I'm normally very sensitive to that. But now, because of the surgery, my body's completely gotten thrown out of whack, and I'm having to relearn my body, which sounds very strange, but it's true. What else? I'm having actually, I know it sounds very strange, but because normally day to day, if you don't have a restriction placed on your body, your initial reaction is to, stretch up your arms and, reach and do a lot of things, but I've really been limiting myself as to what I'm doing because I don't want, because I already have stretch marks along the scar line because of the tissue that I had there. I'm trying not to make them larger, so I'm just being very careful in what I do, but still and because I'm not doing like the natural motion that my body should be doing, I've actually caused my diaphragm to become very upset. And the diaphragm, if you're not aware, is that muscle that's underneath your lungs that, um, that helps you with your breathing and everything. But because my diaphragm is having issues, your esophagus, if you don't know, actually, like, you imagine your diaphragm being like a thin sheet of paper, and then your esophagus going through your diaphragm. Like, there are two, main sections for your diaphragm which is like your arteries, and then your esophagus goes through it at one point in time. Now, because my diaphragm is having issues, because I'm not being like able to really stretch out my core muscles, I've been having a lot of problems like eating recently. Like really like solid food, like I can't even think, like not anything that isn't like really liquidy. Like soup I could do fine. Soft foods I could do okay, but anything that's kind of hard and crunchy, like a carrot or an apple, or anything like that, it really it starts to my diaphragm actually starts to spasm. And the problem is that it's actually located. There you go. Your diaphragm is located like right around here, right where your ribs are. And because of where my sutures are, I kept thinking that something was going on with my sutures. And because of what's been going on, like the diaphragm has actually like been causing my sternum to like click, which not an audible click, but like a really dull click in my chest. And I've been getting really concerned. It's worse, and it's worse when I sit down, because when I'm standing up, everything's going in line and stretching out a little bit. But when you sit down, it all compresses, and it just causes a lot of issues. I know I haven't said a lot like about the lipo that's been done, and that's really because I can tell. I know that sounds really silly, but I can tell because my clothes are fitting different. I was able to wear a 30 before as far as my hips go, but because I would actually have a little bit of overhang from my baby gut, so I wouldn't wear them. But I could wear a 30 waist now fairly easily, and even like the 30 I'm sorry, it's not 30, it's a 32, but the 32 button fly Levi 501s that are very, very picky about fitting somebody who's who they're structured to fit. I can actually get into those without a problem, and no overhang, no anything. Pretty much what I have now is just to tighten, my ab muscles and really work on them, but I can't do that for about another 2 weeks. I'm having a lot of problems putting even light pressure on my stomach. Here, let me check. Like that, so I can see what I'm doing. Even this is causing me discomfort. And the mistake that I made the other day was that I decided to do something very common, which was to run and jump on the bed. But the problem is that it pushed, it actually, my skin caught, and it pushed everything down. So it was, it's almost like having an internal rug burn is how it felt. It was quite painful, actually. And it's actually not, this was, I think, the worst of it in comparison to my chest. I mean, now looking back, and it's more because, this is your core, this is what you use to sit up and turn and everything. I cannot sleep on my stomach yet. My girlfriend actually bought a body pillow not too long ago because I started working nights and it's something to curl around. But what I've been doing, because I cannot sleep on my back unless I am medicated, and I ran out of my pain pills and everything, and I don't really need them, so I really don't want to use them. And plus the hydrocodone was giving me the worst headaches that I can imagine. So what I've been doing is putting myself on the edge of the body pillow and kind of hugging it, and that's been allowing me to sort of sleep on my side, but not really. But I cannot put a lot of pressure on my chest still. I can't put it on my stomach, so I'm more or less just kind of going around in this state of, kind kind of listlessness, I guess, at the moment. I'm really, I know I've said this before, but I'm really looking forward to getting back in the gym. I really want to develop my chest a little bit, and my arms have shrunk, and I'm just very, very unhappy about some of the restrictions that have been placed on me. But as far as like healing and looks, I mean, I'm pretty pleased with it. I think that he did a great job. The rest of it, I think, is up to me to get, to get my chest developed to where the scar line, like, where the skin will stretch, where you won't see the stretch marks, where the scars will tuck under, which is part of my reason for not building my chest up in the first place, so that they will have that ability. Because my pecs right now, although they're there and present, they're not very large, so there is definitely room for growth. And I think that's it. I guess the only thing I want to ask is if anybody knows, because I know a couple guys have done the dreamless surgery, and how, like, or even just in general, did that bulging, I guess, along the suture line, is that what you did to get it down, was to simply massage it over time and eventually went down, or the swelling went away, or is it just caused by the sutures that are under there, or what's, I'm just trying to get some opinion as to what to do about it, because it's really starting to annoy me, because that is, like, the worst part of it, and I don't know about that one side just bothers me, but the side that was giving me so much trouble, where I couldn't reach, and, it would catch and everything, that has finally gone away, like, the past, like, 2 weeks, within the past 2 weeks, more probably within the past week, but it really stopped. Pretty much completely. I haven't felt it catch in a while. So, that's it. I know I haven't done a video on testosterone changes, but I guess I'll update that in a little bit, because they're going so slow now that it doesn't really, it's not really something to, that I can really see doing a video about. So anyway, I guess that's it. I hope everyone's doing good. And if you have any comments about the that suture line issue that I was talking about with that bulging of it, please let me know if you have any suggestions as to help that out or anything. So I guess that's it, and I'll talk to y'all soon.